Did Fabrizio Romano actually fabricate or make up the story regarding the Gyokeres that transpired over the weekend, that he prefers the Arsenal move? We're going to talk about that. We have some exclusive bombas regarding that I'm going to sort of discuss with you, cool and composed, the way it works in transfer window, as he's now backtracking on his original statement. We're going to talk about what is the latest with Brian Mbeumo. Is the deal happening this week? And what is stalling and what is holding it up? And also Hugo Ekitike to Manchester United. The truth, what's coming out here, the Manchester United are in pursuit for Hugo Ekitike. Guys, this is Mick Ruby with your daily transfer bomber. On this day you're recording, the 16th, do me a massive favor. Do not forget to do what? And let's get right into this transfer news and let's ride this transfer bullet and send it.
And Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go, people. And this is the man of the hour, what everyone is talking about. It is absolutely Viktor Gyökeres. And transfer windows, it is a saga that never ends. And some people get emotional sickness. There's a lot of spin and there's a lot of darkness that goes on behind the scenes that not a lot of people know about. It's called money, and compromisation and being utilized as a intermediate. And in this story, of course, we're going to talk about Fabrizio Romano's backtracking and what led to this and how it all began. However, I'm going to go into small and minor details as I already did this video yesterday and I tweeted it out. So please go check out my Twitter timeline. You can believe what you want to believe, but I am a person that is attached to Manchester United. Having 20 years experience within this field and also work with the intermediate market, with the agency side of it, I do tend to get certain information that I love to share because why? I like to get to the close to the truth as do proper journalistic work than rather put things out there, you know? So let's dive right into the story, people. That's why you're kind of wondering, is Fabrizio Romano compromised? Well, we all remember what went on over the weekend, that Fabrizio Romano did a tweet basically coming up to state that Viktor Gyökeres has chosen Arsenal over Manchester United and a deal is more unlikely. And then 2 hours later, he actually, corrected himself by doing a YouTube video to say, no, this is not what I meant. Gyökeres, the player himself, remain open to Manchester United and he remains an option for Manchester United. So where does it all come down to? We're going to try to unpack this less than 10 minutes, but it's kind of difficult because I did a little bit of an investigation. I did call up a lot of people, including the agency camp as well, who, by the way, was furious about this news coming out, and also spoke to some Italian tier 1 sources that knows Andrea Berta from Arsenal. So hold your horses and buckle up, and I want to hear your feelings and opinions after this. So exclusive what I posted yesterday after speaking to a top Italian journalist close to Arsenal's sporting director Andrea Berta, the Viktor Gyökeres story, and claims that Gyokeres has chosen Arsenal over Manchester United, pushed by Romano and Portuguese outlets. It is understood, and what I've been told, this story was a calculated, engineered smokescreen from Berta to lower down the price of Benjamin Sesko in terms of the negotiation with RB Leipzig. Gyokeres are admired by Arsenal, but Sesko still remains Arsenal's true priority. Gyokeres remains on Manchester United's pursuit. Now, this is exactly where it went down, confirmed. I spoke to numerous tier 1 journalists as well, and what really happened is that at the end of the day, this didn't come out from the agent. This didn't come out from the player himself. This came out from a dirty tactics move from Arsenal to actually go for the prime target, which is Benjamin Sesko. So I spoke to the credible source that told me this in person, and that's why I am kind of like going, well, Fabrizio, you have been kind of a little bit, going away from what you used to be good at. So you're pretty much an influencer, and it's normal practice that you actually get money to actually publish certain things. It's normal practice that journalisms or some influencer do take money to tow a certain agenda that will favor certain clubs and agents. And at the end of the day, I want to hear your thoughts and feelings, because now the story is kind of backtracking. Romano came out to say afterwards and apologized, in a way, not really apologized, but said, no, he's still on. And that is until the agency and the player himself was very disappointed to read this news, because it doesn't really make sense. You know, why would you go as an agent or the player to say, especially if you're part of two different bids and deals, to go out and say, well, I'm favoring Arsenal. Well, nobody has really put a bid. So this is dirty tactics in a way. And of course, a lot of Manchester United fans will say that, wow, if he doesn't want to play for United, well, you know, I don't want him. You know, so it's kind of dirty smear campaign, but hold your horses. It is being revealed. And now a lot of stories are transpiring as well. Even Fabrizio Romano later said to say that, let me just pull this up, Gyokeres is open to Arsenal. Sesko remains ongoing. So now he's kind of changing the tune that Gyokeres is open to Arsenal, but Gyokeres is also open to Manchester United. And we know that talks has been ongoing for months and months and months. Even Fabrizio Romano said it himself 1 week ago that if Manchester United would have gone Champions League football, Gyokeres will have joined Manchester United 99%. So this all didn't make any sense at all. But as per usual, this is my thoughts and feelings regarding, after digging deep. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings. What do you think at the end of the day? I think that at the end of the day, the one you should really pay attention to is David Ornstein. David Ornstein did not say one single word. Now, a good journalist is kind of like Ornstein. He keeps silence until he gathers everything, and then he goes out with it, Ornstein bomber. The fact that Ornstein didn't say anything proves you that the whole story was fabricated and proven. Furthermore, to say as well that, you know, there was other people that were jumping on my story and kind of not even references, but they kind of put it out there. One transfer journalist, which is Marco Alcaraz, that I know, that I've been speaking to off the scenes and chatting to, he actually tweeted what I tweeted, but used similar kind of words that Viktor Gyökeres camp suspect they are being used as leverage by Arsenal in the club's pursuit of Benjamin Sesko. While Gyökeres leans towards Arsenal move, he remains open to join Manchester United. Player said to be frustrated. His preference has been made to public. Now, there's a lot of play here, guys. And Marco, big up to you as well if you're listening, because I did a video about this early morning and he tweeted it out a couple of hours later. So obviously, Marco does have the same information that I do. Of course, the agency camp are furious. They are frustrated. They are angry because this didn't come from them. This damaging the whole leverage in terms of what they are trying to accomplish. Now, let's move on from that. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. What is going on with Brian Mbeumo? There is nothing to be worried about. It is pretty much Manchester United are having these final details in negotiation in terms of price, in terms of installment payment plans, XYZ. The players are already given the green light. Personal terms has been agreed. He gave an interview yesterday and he looked pretty calm and relaxed. So when this deal is going to happen, nobody really knows. Some people think that it will happen this week, but transfer window is a negotiation. It's not that easy. You know, it's not that easy because players do have image rights. Players need to agree, clubs need to agree in terms of the payment structure plan. You know, you have lots of litigations and lawyers and contract lawyers involved until everything is aligned and agreed and you sign on the dotted line. So is this going to happen this week? I don't really know. Some people, some bookies think that it's going to happen. I don't have any solid information more than Man United feel that they are very confident that this deal is going on. And it's some people saying that this deal is already been done and agreed. It's just minor issues that needs to be ironed out. Now let's move on to Hugo Ekitike as well. Like, you know, the Frankfurt striker that has been priced by 100 million by Eintracht Frankfurt. And I'm instantly thinking, you got to be having a laugh. The story came out from Florian Plettenberg and Bild. And let me just sort of unpack, because what I've been hearing, it's not really that advanced. You know, let's add this to the stage, guys. Let's add this to Florian Plettenberg. My favorite club as a child was Manchester United. I always admired them. Hugo Ekitike told RTL in December 2024? Well, we know that he is a Manchester United fan. Manchester United are so far the only club to have made direct contact with Eintracht Frankfurt. Liverpool and Chelsea have up to now only held concrete talks with the players' management. So, guys, fair play, right? We know that Manchester United have different target options, and he's one of them that they're looking at. And in transfer window, it's quite interesting to sort of read between the lines. It is normal that you pick up the phone and speak to the agent, and his agent is his brother. So they sort of acquired what is the price, what is the terms. They do understand that he's a Manchester United player, but 100 million, there's no way Manchester United, what I've been told, going to pay for that. And if Manchester United is the only one coming in showing interest, then surely the price needs to go down to minimum 50, considering the Mamouche went for half the price what they are sort of quoting. Potentially they're looking at the Bundesliga, what Florian Wirtz went for, and they say, well, this is an upcoming player, 23 years of age. That is another Liam Delap kind of upgrade in a way. He's not the prolific goal scorer that Manchester United need. He is pretty much an all-round modern striker or modern forward that is kind of technical with the ball. He's a driver, and he fits Ruben Amorim's system, but he's not the player that will sort of hold up the play. He's a Xerxes type of player, and I think that Manchester United are putting out their fillers to just understand what's going on. It's not that advanced, but potentially also create leverage in the transfer market to say, hey, listen, Gyokeres and everyone else, we are looking at other targets for your information. Now, guys, I've gone on extra time, but let me know your thoughts and feelings. I believe that this is not a advanced club-to-club talks, as per Florian Wettenberg and Bild was saying. I think that Manchester United are sort of kind of acquiring what is the structure, what is done. Okay, he's a Man United player, and we know that Manchester United likes players that are interesting to play for Manchester United. Now, to summarize things, Fabrizio Romano, is he in the mud? Is he been inconsistent lately? And is this Fabrizio Romano protecting his Here We Go brand? The one that I do really respect, which is, Ornstein, I'm waiting to hear what he has to say. He's been silent so far, and the Gyokeres deal is still on Manchester United radar. Interesting days ahead, and let me know your thoughts and feelings regarding also Hugo Ekitike to Manchester United and Brian Mbeumo when this deal will be. Here we go. Guys, thank you for watching and tuning in. This has been Mick Ruby from MUFC with your daily transfer bomber. I'll be live a little bit later on with Phil Standish when we're going to talk about this transfer window in depth. Guys, as per usual, do not forget to do what? And thank you for tuning in. Glory, glory, Manchester United. I had my say, and hopefully I made sense of your day. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Release TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.
See you for